All right. Hello, woman of wonderful wealth and potential. My name is Athena Gardner. I am the founder of Wewealth Women. At Wewealth Women, we are a wealth learning community for women that help women to create their own wealth legacy and own their own wealth narrative. My background is a CPA. I've been in business for over 10 years, industry experience. I've had clients and I've just been inspired. The real goal of this platform is to help women create their own wealth because we can. In today's topic, okay, if you are new here, we are going to discuss wealth creating strategies for women. Okay, today we are focusing on what we need to do to basically secure ourselves, get to the bag, to have the wealth that we need. And why do we need wealth, ladies? Why do we need wealth? Why is wealth important to us, especially? Wealth is important because you need financial support. You need to be taken care of. You need to experience life on the level that you want to. Wealth in this world, in this society, to be honest, equates to power, it equates to freedom, it equates to options. And as a woman, you want to have your options. You want to be able to um, swipe your card to get the resources you need without stress, fear, and overwhelm. And which is the level a lot of us are living at. And I find that a lot of it is just us not knowing and mindset things and things that we can be doing better. But so if you are interested in learning wealth creation strategies for women in 2024 and beyond, stay tuned. All right, so what's the first wealth creation strategy? Okay, what is the first wealth creation strategy? Is business, having your own business, having your own, even if you work somewhere else. I highly advise women to look into creating their own business. Now, business can be daunting, especially when you didn't grow up around it. You don't really do a lot around it. Starting a business on your own can very tiring, overwhelming, especially when you're already working. Especially when you already on somebody's job. It can be very much so overwhelming. But the reason why I go hard for this basically is because it is something that you own, and ownership is power. It's even if you're working another job or career, it is a avenue for another wealth income stream for you to diversify your sources of money, which is important, which is key to wealth building and wealth strategy. Because should that job, place of employment let you go, you won't be as stressed or frazzled because you already have other means of incomes, whether it's from your investments, whether it's from this business that I'm encouraging a lot to start. Now, I understand starting a bit, trust me, I'm a CPA. I've worked for Fortune 100 companies, um, behind the scenes on their own businesses, which is, I can do a master class on that, about the misconception of business. It is a lot. It requires mostly a mental attitude towards things that is positive. But there's a lot of resources available to us, especially this day and age, especially with AI. I'm actually going to be talking about that in an upcoming workshop called New Year, New Wealth. So if you're interested in signing up for that workshop, girl, go ahead and sign up. It's complimentary. It's not going to cost you a thing, and it's going to change your life. So go to workshop.wewealthwomen.com if that is what you are ready to do. But with We Wealth Women, we do discuss business. We do discuss entrepreneurship. I have resources available to help us with that. You can go to wewealthwomen.com. We also have our own app available at the Google and Apple Play Store if you are interested in signing up for that. It's free and complimentary to download as well. The girl is trying to help you guys, okay, rise up to the world that you need to be. I want no excuse. No excuse. We should all be wealthy, especially in 2024 and beyond. But yes, your business is key. Having your own business is going to be key, and it's only plus side with that. If you feel like you might be overwhelmed by doing that, check out the resources that I just discussed. Now, another wealth creation strategy and what is important, whether you're a woman or not, a lot of the advice, this is a woman's platform. So I'm focused on women, but the men need to do this too. Like, this is not, you know, but I want us to focus. The goal of We Wealth Women is to tackle these things from even the psychological and emotional aspect of things, because that is what I find that prevents us from moving forward, is us really thinking or feeling that we can't. Girl, you can. Okay. You can get to this bag. You can get to the abundance just fine on your own. Okay. You are a woman. You can do anything. Okay. But don't think that, some of us have the mindset that we need our family or another male figure to help us with this. Trust me, I work with a lot of men. They are not that much smarter. No shade to the men who may listen or watch this. They're not that sorry. You are more than capable of investing, starting a business, doing these things. Trust me. But the next focus is the wealth strategy I have is for you to invest, for you to learn the different forms of investment, how you can invest, how to get to the point where you can invest. Oftentimes we don't invest because we're just in this cycle, this cycle that doesn't allow us to have any disposable income to invest, and we need to break that pattern. I often see too as well what we do have the money, but the money is not allocated in ways that are beneficial to us, is how I'm going to describe that. And it really keeps us, beholden. But I find from a psychological, emotional standpoint, I feel like women feel overwhelmed, overwhelmed by even thinking about having to do that. And that's understandable. Listen, make sure that, if you're a woman who's feeling that way, I have two resources available for you right now. Sign up for the Wealth Notes. The Wealth Notes is a weekly newsletter where we send all these financial tips and resources to you. So that's at go@wewealthwomen.com. And you sign up for my upcoming workshop, New Year, New Wealth. That workshop is going to get us together. That workshop is going to get her whole financial life together. It's going to snatch our financial edges. I'm going to deep dive in there to the things that we need to focus on to create this wealth that you deserve, is going to be in that workshop, right? And last but not least, feel free to join our We Wealth Women membership. You can go to wewealthwomen.com. It is free to join. It is we have an app that is complimentary as well. You guys really have no excuse. There's no excuse as to why you are not doing that. But back to investing. So with investing, I think that the misconception is that it's overwhelming. I need to go to finance school. I don't come from a finance background. I don't have time to read 50 million books. I don't know which stock to pick. I don't know which investment to make. And we discuss these things in the We Wealth Women membership in detail. However, investing is not that as hard as it may seem. There's simple ways to invest, especially with the technology that is available today. You can buy an investment eating a sandwich. You can buy investment while you even sending somebody money. When the pandemic happened, true story. Pandemic happened. Um, People were messaging me about, the market's down, what to do, and I don't have a trading account. I don't have this. I'm like, listen, do you have Cash App? Most people had a Cash App. I said, Cash App will allow you to buy stocks. It's not just a tool to send money. It will allow you to buy stocks and ETFs. If you go to the next symbol over, and in fact, the money that $100 you probably just got, if you just put it over there, you will make some money. And I remember I sent a listing to my friends who were trepidatious about investing. And I said, okay, these are the stocks I'm going to buy. If you don't have an account, whatever, Cash App will let you trade for free, blah, blah, blah. Broke it down. This is what you do. Crickets. Crickets. Okay, crickets. This was during the time of Rona. And the market was really down. And I literally sent everyone that text. I walked it out. Literally, I think it was like a few months after. I need to go back and check. I was up 5 times that investment that I made doing that. And if they would have done it, all that it was like boom, boom. If they would have just did 2 things, whatever they put in on those stocks, they would have been 5 times their money too, but no one listened to me. So it's okay. But what I'm trying to illustrate for you within this example is that when it comes to investing, the 2 things you need to know is yourself and your goals, basically. And what I mean by yourself is, are you a person that can tolerate risk? High risk, high reward. The more risk you can take on investing, the more usually you can return back, but there's greater chance of loss. So if are you going to be a passive investor? Are you going to be, okay, I just want to put my money in some place and have it on autopilot kind of, which is most people. So don't feel bad if that's you, because most people don't have time. Or am I someone who's going to be actively looking at these stocks and things like that? I find most women to be mostly passive investors, and then like a moderate to low risk profile. So once you have those 2 things together, you're like, okay, I feel like once you know what type of investment strategies align with that, align with you, you just pick, okay, I want to just put it in a fund because I don't want to actively have to think about this, or I want to pick out my own individual stocks and spend some money on stocks, or I want to get into what we're going to talk about next as an investment strategy, which would be real estate. I want to get into real estate and have that as an option, right? So it just depends on you. It doesn't have to be that complicated. Um, don't make it seem so large in your head that you don't even start, that you don't even get the information, that you don't even make the attempt, Even in real estate, because with real estate, listen, there's levels to real estate is the first thing I would say. But even if you don't want to go and like chip and join against, like, flip a house, or what's that show, Good Bones, when they just strip the house to like the studs and build that. Even if you don't want to, that's not where your money is at, that's not where your passion is at, that's not where your time is at, you can still invest in a real estate investment trust. You can still, if you don't even own a home, get a home and start, acquiring wealth through the appreciation of real estate. So I don't want women to feel as though this is hard, this is scary, this is daunting to me. I don't even want to do this. I don't even want to do that, right? There's so many things you can do. You can create an online business. Listen, AI has flipped the game, okay? AI has done, and this AI is also, so further background on me, I do have a AI for business certification from UPenn. I have done speeches and engagements teaching people how to strategically use AI in their business. I am not a coder, I'm not a tech person, but I'm business and I'm strategy. So I don't need to be an engineer and to create the code for AI. but I can be the business owner that hires an engineer, or I can be, use the AI to enhance the business and get the money, right? So there's that. There's that. Before, I want to give some bonus tips and strategies, but be sure to be following us on social media at We Wealth Women. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at We Wealth Women. So don't miss out on that. But lastly, for wealth creation strategies, before we can even get to the point of strategy, right? I think the biggest block for a lot of women is just getting to the point where you can invest, getting to the point where you can make your money work for you. And how do you get there? It is a combination of budgeting, saving, and debt management. You need to have the ability to manage what you have first. And this is even like mindset, even spiritual concepts that you need to take care, you need to be grateful, you need to have gratitude for what you have by appreciating what you have, by managing what you have, and then create more. If you are not at a space where there's disposable income, you can't participate in the wealth cycle. You can't participate in this wealth cycle. The cycle you're participating in is a paycheck to paycheck cycle, is the survival cycle, is the stress cycle. And we don't want to be in those cycles. The cycles we want to be in is where the money resides cycle, is in where the wealth cycle is. And but before we can get there, we have to do these things first. So those are my wealth creation strategies for women for 2024 and beyond. If you are a woman who is serious about creating the life and the wealth that you deserve, creating that abundance, I highly recommend subscribing, liking the channel, and signing up for the New Year New Wealth workshop at workshop.wewealthwomen.com, or you can just go to wewealthwomen.com, click workshops, and you'll be able to find it there. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me today. Hopefully, I was able to give you a lot of insights, and I will see you in the next one.